show or their guests. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of this radio station. Thank you.
What it do, world? It's your boy G Maniac, and I'm rocking with the Amanda Sapp on the amazing 102.5, man.
What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Amanda Sapp Morning Show here on Amazing 102.5 FM. Do want to remind you guys to make sure that you've downloaded our free KMAZ app. Also remember, if you're inside of the 610 loop, we got you. Put your dials to 102.5 FM right now. We are live and in full effect. You can also catch us on our website at amazing1025fm.org. We are on YouTube. We're on Facebook. There's no way that you'd be able to miss us. We're everywhere. And I have got some guests that are on our amazing airwaves for you today. I need you guys to listen up, turn your volumes all the way up, and again, put that dial to 102.5 FM as I introduce this first guest we have on the line for you. She was diagnosed in 1988 with breast cancer. Since then, her motto has been, I am on a mission, not remission. As a 34-year survivor, she advocates for needs of her fellow sisters through making phone calls, going with them to their appointments, and spreading the word for better health care, improved health care, and more clinical trials, and collaborating with the medical community to raise awareness. I need you all to welcome onto our amazing airwaves, Janice Workoff. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm so good this morning and so excited to talk to you about your event, but not before introducing this guest that you have with us. She was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. After graduating from Whitney Young Magnet High School, she received a full academic scholarship to Mount St. College in Clinton, Ohio. Graduating summa cum laude, she continued her education at the University of Illinois College of Medicine and School of Public Health, where she received her doctorate of Medicine and Masters of Public Health. Please welcome onto our amazing airwaves, Miss Teria Monique Richmond. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So good to see you all. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction.
Absolutely. Glad to have you ladies on the line here with us today. And you all are here today because you've got an event coming up that we need to know about. So you say, Janice, would you please tell us a little bit more about you and what have you got coming up with Angels Surviving Cancer?
Yes. Hi, Amanda. Thank you so much for having us. I am Executive Director with Angels Surviving Cancer, which is a 501c3 breast cancer survivorship organization. As Amanda said, I'm a 34-year survivor of breast cancer. We have an event coming up on Sunday, September the 25th from 6 to 9 p.m. It's a jazz and pink martini. And the proceeds for this event supports our Janice Workup Care Program, which is a program that supports ladies with their basic needs as they're going through treatment. So we're very excited to be able to have this event, to be able to invite you. You can go to our website, angelsurvivingcancer.org, and get your tickets. And we're just excited just to relax and just have a great time while we're supporting and helping others.
And now, Ms. Workup, why did you decide to have Dr. Richmond a part of this event?
Has been on our advisory board for probably about 5 to 7 years. I think I've known her that long. And we have other advisory board members too. And we just kind of work together with the information, with the professional aspects that they have. And Dr. Richmond has just been a blessing to the organization. She has an awesome presentation that she brings, and we just kind of help each other. So I was excited that she agreed to be on today.
Dr. Ms. Workup, we explained here that you were a 34-year cancer survivor. Could you tell us what type of cancer you had and what was that feeling like when you found out you'd been diagnosed?
Yeah, I had breast cancer. It was in situ. It was stage 1. It hadn't spread, but 3 months later, it did spread back to the chest wall. And then I had to have chemotherapy and radiation. It was very devastating for me. But the Lord told me that this is not unto death. This is for you to help so many. And I've had some skates on. God has allowed me to be able to do that, help so many ladies through this diagnosis.
What are some things you think, as you have gone along through life living, What are some things that you've encountered with other women who may be experiencing the same thing? What was some advice that you might give to women who, maybe they just recently realized that they had been diagnosed with breast cancer?
I think the most important thing that I didn't have was someone like the Angel Surviving Cancer Support Group. I just encourage them to be advocates for themselves, maybe go with them to the doctor so they understand the language that the physician is saying to them, and just being there with hope and knowing that they're not alone. So I think that's real important, to be with someone that's been through what you're going through, and then being sure to be an advocate for yourself with your medical team, and then an advocate for your own health.
And Dr. Richmond, hearing a story like this with Janice, how does it make you feel to be a part of an event like this?
Well, to be a part of not just the event, but also the organization, for the number of years, we still have to figure that out, how many years it's been that I've been a part of this organization. But I will say this, that not only is it Miss Janice's story, but also the story of my maternal grandmother. My mother's mother was a breast cancer survivor. So this is very near and dear to my heart. And I always share that I wonder what it would have been like for her if she had an organization like Angel Surviving Cancer, supporting her, going with her to the appointments, helping her to navigate the physician visits. And so I'm a physician, and I know what that can be like sometimes, especially when we're talking about what a lot of people think is the end of life, and it is actually the beginning. And so it is always my pleasure to be a part of the organization and to be a part of the events that we put on and the fundraising. I want to say too that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. So it's really real. So if you count out 8 women, one of those women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. And moreover, for Black women, especially, and young Black women, most of the diagnosis of breast cancer younger than 45 is in African American women. And still we know that we have a long way to go, because Black women are more likely to die from breast cancer. And sometimes, and Ms. Janice knows this, and we've seen this, where we don't necessarily feel heard, or we don't understand the whole process, or we don't have the resources that we need, and then we just kind of give up. And breast cancer is not a death diagnosis. You can live and thrive. And so that's why I enjoy being a part of this organization and this event.
Well, Dr. Richmond, as a physician, what are some tips that you might give to women so that we can know what to look out for when it comes to, precautions?
Absolutely. So when we talk about prevention, some things that we can do as far as prevention are eating healthy, well-balanced diets, exercising, definitely looking at your family history, like talking to your family, knowing what's going on. A lot of us, especially in our community, don't talk about, oh, I ask patients all the time, so what's your family history? Well, so-and-so had some type of cancer, they died, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so important to know these things. And then I would admonish every woman and man, if you notice something different about your chest or your breast, that you be seen by your physician. And then also getting your mammogram, having one, seeing your physician and having a clinical breast examination. And then 2, when it's indicated, it's time for screening mammogram. That means that you getting a test before you have any symptoms, for early detection. And we know that early detection, or maybe we don't know, so I'm sharing that today, that early detection can extend your life years and years. And so those are the things that I will recommend. Lifestyle changes, and then also just knowing your vulnerability and potential risk, and getting your clinical breast examination and mammogram.
Dr. Richmond, thank you so much for that insight, for that advice. We really appreciate your suggestions. Definitely going to be back on your TikToks and your social media pages. I know you're viral there and you're giving us some good information there too. So really appreciate that. And Miss Janice, if you could tell us what all we can expect at Jazz and Pink Martini, Mingle and Mixer. We're going to wrap this interview up.
All right. Yeah, you can expect the first complimentary pink martinis for the first 50 ladies. So you need to get there. And the jazz is going to be absolutely amazing by Bruce Milton and Jackie. They are amazing. And just mixing and mingle. A few vendors will be there. And just a relaxing evening as we get ready to go into another week. So that's on a Sunday evening. So just kind of relaxing as we get ready to go. And you can go to angelsurvivingcancer.org and purchase your ticket. Again, the proceeds help with the ladies' basic needs as they're going through treatments. A lot of the ladies have to use like their credit cards, their savings, and a lot of things. And so we want to be there for them. So these proceeds will really be so helpful as these ladies are going through treatments. And we want to thank everybody for their support.
Where can we find you ladies?
angelsurvivingcancer.org. on our website. Our phone number is 281-912-5195.
All right. And Dr. Richmond, where can we find you?
On all social media platforms at Dr. Teriya, Teriya. So that's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I also have a private practice in the South Park, South Houston area, and you can go to www.yourtotalhd.com and check out all of our services.
Thank you, ladies, so much for your time. Really appreciate what you're doing in the community to raise awareness for breast cancer. You all have a beautiful, wonderful day, and we'll see you at your event.
Okay, thank you for having us.
All
Bye-bye.
right.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Richmond.
Hey guys, look, we've got more in store for you, including more guests. We have been talking about this golf tournament that's coming up, and we get a chance to talk to Dr. Reagan Flowers again here today, and she's got a special guest with her. His name is Mark Theory. You'll learn more You'll learn more about them when we come back. Stay tapped in, stay tuned in, stay amazing. We'll be right back.